Saturday, March 8th, 2025, 8:10 a.m. Had quite the frost overnight. Looks like snow, but yeah, there is snow down here, but for the most part, this is frost. And which that telltale evidence is on the windshields of all the automobiles down here in the parking lot. Okay, so right off the bat, we can see back here we have an aircraft headed in this direction from the east to the west. We have whatever this thing is here. Otherwise, on this very chilly morning, not much to be seen. And I have cats up here that don't realize that the feeding grounds have been moved ever so slightly. And we're going to leave it at that. Alrighty, so the current time is 8:50 a.m. and we are continuing on, and will be continuing on that much more. And we will be discussing a little bit of reincarnation as we take a walk. But before we do that, let's oh, by the way, there's my tripod and monocular. Anyways, before we carry on with this walk and talk pertaining to reincarnation and other things, would you like to have a little bit of fun? I was a little upset this morning, and so I decided to do a little bit of a search, if you will. Now, would you like to have some fun, as I said? And I'll go ahead and pause for you, if you would like to pause and do a little search. Do a Google search. I did this earlier. Google's artificial intelligence is stupid. Now, did I put all of that in there in the search engine through Google's search engine? No. I just put Google AI is stupid. No pluralization to Google, and an abbreviation to artificial intelligence. Thereby, if you would like to get similar results as what I came up with through this search, which is quite hilarious, if you ask me, Google AI is stupid. It's all you need to put into the search engine, the Google search engine. Google AI is stupid. And go from there. I'll wait. But then come on back and join me as we go for a little walk and have a little talk. Okay, I don't know what time it is, but can we pick up this guy back here at all? See him slowly making his way towards the flag? Moving very slowly, mind you. I do think that we are capturing him. It, whatever. And I'm zoomed in as much as possible. Maybe we turn this down just a little bit. Maybe I should have done that to begin with. But he is above the treetop there and moving very slow. Another one of these white aircrafts of some design. Alright, let's continue on. I started a little bit earlier than what I had anticipated. And just so you know, it is 9 a.m. Alright, so let's continue on. And yeah, I want to see what kind of games are going to be played against me today. And we're not just talking about through this platform or through AI or what have you. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Oh hell, let's just go ahead and zoom in on this. Yeah, blurred out, of course. Maybe we can correct that by going sort of like this. Drop that down all the way and then back up. Alright, so anyways, reincarnation. I am a firm believer in reincarnation, or at least the reincarceration of the spirit through reincarnation. I cannot, as of yet, go with that computerized simulation theory of the Matrix, okay? If you want to go down that road, great. Because what you are believing in then is the factor that God is of artificial intelligence and that all of mankind, known as the Homo sapien species, was formed, as in Genesis chapter 2, formed by the gods, not God. We got the original creation in chapter 1 with the so-called first God, right? And I've got plenty of talking point videos about this. My main theme is that we are trapped in a time loop scenario that happened between the years of 1940 and 1990, 50 years. I've come out with factors of the Montauk facility, which is a definite part of all of this. Reincarnation has been implemented into every religion out there. Understand that. Now then, how many lives have you lived? Do you know? I put out the movie with Johnny Depp as a loose example. I have lived many lives. This is why I relate to the cats with their fabled 9 lives, right? The movie with Johnny Depp is called The Ninth Gate. We go through many gates in our lifetimes. Well, this 9th gate, Johnny Depp in this movie goes through a lot of, well, we'll just say a lot of events, if you will. And basically, it comes down to a confrontation with the devil, with Satan, with Lucifer, what have you. Well, I am in that 9th chapter of life, I am to ascend and possibly not come back, at least not to this specific timeline of life, which I have lived multiple times. Therefore, deja vu happens a lot. Understand this. Now then, we don't only live this current lifetime multiple times over, although the events change. You're not the actual same person as in this lifetime, but you are relatively, basically, the same. Just the whole storyline of life is different, and the events thereof. But we also live other lives. And for me, for a very long time, I have been highly interested in the factors of hypnogression, which basically is past life analysis through hypnotic regressions, to where you go deeper and deeper into the past. Well, even though I've always wanted to be a subject within this, a lot of information comes to me. And it's a possibility, loosely, a possibility, that one of my former lives, not as I am, with the identity, okay, now this is a big factor, the identity of your life, or lives. I'm a firm believer now that I had a past life with a certain culture and group of people, otherwise known as the aliens. And if you do a little bit of research into these people of past, the aliens, and you compare them to my content, you compare the stories and who presided over them, and a queen, okay? A lot of things started making sense to me when this information about the aliens had came forth to me. And I'm going to digress on that, because I don't want to go too far into a realm of what a lot of people might consider as nothing more than imagination. But those people, hey, those people that don't take heed, that's been here to visit my channel, that's either come and gone, or just, make sure that they watch everything that I put out there, but they don't comment or don't like or whatever. And if you still fail to see the realities of which I speak, I feel sorry for you. I feel bad for you. Put it that way. Because you'll have to come back. Now, I might have to revisit past lives once again as this time loop scenario continues to go round and round. Man, I got people waving to me, and and I've had people from my little community making sure that they're down here at the same time that I am, because they monitor my movements as I, wander from room to room in my apartment, take showers and everything else. My movements are very well known. After all, I've been in this place for 16 years. I keep to myself now. I do not socialize with those about me, because I've learned who these people are and what they are, and I want nothing to do with them. In fact, I really don't want much to do with face-to-face socialization with anybody these days. But yep, bring on the devil. The devil being artificial intelligence. That is my ninth gate. That is the Satan that I am facing today. And yeah, once again, we'll go back to that Google search and the mockery thereof. Yeah, let's just go ahead and copy and paste Reddit material and consider that to be intelligent. Anyways, enough making a spectacle out of myself down here. Yeah, we might continue on with a little bit more talking, but I've got business to tend to. So we'll end off right here. Okay, now that's your typical airliner. Okay, we're still capturing him, and oh, yeah, walk out in the street. There. That is a typical airliner, and we are now having some cloud formation slowly moving in. Possibly have, colorations kicking as these approach that light, depending on whatever kind of chemical compounds might be within, right? But I've got quite a selection of garbage that I need to finish. Getting back. Anyways, that's where we're going to end this clip, right? "9:45 a.m. Yeah, let's let the fun begin, right? Okay, we're back from the store. Everything's taken care of. This is the next item on my agenda for today. And then we'll get back to maybe some sky observation, some further talk. And continuing on, let's go into this real quick, shall we? And I got another link that you can click on to if you're interested once you finish viewing this. Prophecies within this book here. Okay? And, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you that are watching have actually been paying attention to my content right along. Otherwise, my message might be highly misconstrued by all of you. Okay? So, with that being said, let's go into said prophecies within this book. Some of the characters: the beast and the image of the beast. Barack Obama, the beast, being signified by that armored limousine that Donald Trump now famously took around the NASCAR track for a lap, right? The image of the beast being Joe Biden and the Obama administration, right? It's just a copycat administration because it was made up of the same people from the Obama administration, right? So, the image of the beast. We have the Antichrist. Now, people are already coming to the table and understanding, hey, sounds like Donald Trump. All right, cool. But then we also have the martyr that is mentioned. The martyr. For who? The martyr for Black Lives Matter, George Floyd. Part of the narrative. Now we have the two witnesses. Who are the two witnesses, in my opinion? And mind you, all of this is of my opinion. But I'm trying to show you some hidden truths, if you will, because things need to be revealed. So-called Bible facts. Right? Well, we've had a couple of astronauts supposedly stuck up there in outer space. Two witnesses. Through this link that I provide, you might understand. Whereas the term witnesses can be applied. Okay? But you will have to click on this link and listen to these guys carry on a little bit. But, you know, let the wordings within what they say resonate with you, and you might come to a little clearer understanding of what I am trying to get at. Okay? Because you have to understand that right now, this is like mainstream stuff, right? And this is old content here. These are old magazines. All right? I mean, seriously. Has this already happened? Of course, we got Donald Trump that he's spoken a lot about, yeah, let's go to the moon, create a moon base, and from there we can hop our way on over to Mars and possibly beyond, right? A galactic rapture, maybe. Two witnesses that fall from space, that all the world will see, much like that right there. You know, a lot is coming out about history. And you'll be hearing a lot of witness testimonies pertaining to lies. Right? But then there will be those that cannot witness. But through that much more shall be revealed. And I'm going to leave that at that. 11:05 a.m. And away we go. And where to? Huh. Yep. Oh, and that's me on ice out here. We still have a lot of this frozen ground from last night. But of course, I walk out and we are greeted with this. But yet, and then coming back around towards that light. And there we have it. And I'm going to end it right here with these clips for this Saturday's morning recordings.